megillah, Daf Zayin Amud Aleph, in this new format. Esther sent to the Chachamim, Kivuni Lidoros, establish this day, this reading for generations. So they said to her, you're going to cause jealousy among the nations. She sent back, it's already written in their history books. Another version, she sent to the Chachamim, write the megillah forever. They said to her, something 3 times we dealt with in Tanakh, the war with the Malach. You can't just make it 4. And then they found a way of darshaning. Kisod Zikaron the Sefer. Kisod Zos means the 2 places it's mentioned in Torah will count as 1 because it's all in the Torah. Zikaron was mentioned in Nevi'im, the war of Shaul against Amalek. The Sefer, and now we can write it in the Megillah. This thing is Machlokes Tanam. What Kisod Zos means, whether you can count Kisod Zos and Zikaron as 2 things, or Rabbi Elazar Modai says Kisod Zos. That's Rabbi Elazar Modai's position, but there's Rabbi Yeshua who actually holds Kisod Zos and Zikaron are the 2 places in Torah, leaving no place for Megillah to be written as part of Tanakh. We have an Amoraic statement that says Esther Egin Tanya Yedayim, meaning it's not part of Tanakh. How can we say that? We have all these Machlokes Tanam about other books, but no one there says anything about Esther. But we just mentioned that to you before, that there was a drasha that didn't leave any space for Esther. Anyways, about these Tanam, so basically there's a bunch of different views, whether Kohelet and shiur, where exactly was there a Machlokes, which is part of Tanakh. There's a view that maybe there's a Machlokes about shiur, and most people seem it's pretty safe in. Kohelet is a bit more of a question, what exactly it is, and Esther almost everyone agrees except that view we just mentioned. Anyways, so the Rosh Hashanah I said it's just the wisdom of Shlomo. But didn't he say tons of stuff? I daber shloshet alafim mashal, and it says al tosef as al devarav. So we see clearly there were thousands of Mishalim, but you can't add on to the ones in Mishnah because only those are written in Ruach HaKodesh. And it's a raya that Mishnah everything it's all part of Tanakh. Okay, now how do we know that Esther is written in Ruach HaKodesh? So it could be part of Tanakh. A bunch of rayas. You could say maybe because it says right? That was by his. Like, how would we know what he thought in his heart? It must be in Ruach HaKodesh. Another pasuk that Esther knows his chaim b'nei Korah. How would we know that everyone found grace in her? Ruach HaKodesh. Another one, how could he have known that? It must have been Ruach HaKodesh. How do we know that none of the Jews at all sent out their hands to the Bida? It must be Ruach HaKodesh. Or another raya, later raya. You see, really, all the ones before, you could really raise an issue with them because maybe hung believable, you could tell from what happened. Right, I mean, it's pretty clear, like, what he thought of himself, and then when he told the king, you could figure it out. That after maybe it's like we have, that she looked a little bit like everyone, so we knew everyone liked her. Maybe it's because, like the Josh that Mordechai knew 70 languages, so he understood Big Sin and talking to him. But Bizlo Shal said, you could explain because they sent Shulchan, and now we know from everywhere people came in and said the Jews didn't touch the thing. But this Josh, a new Josh here, Kimu v'kiblu ha'yehudim. What does it mean, Kimu v'kiblu? Kimu l'mala, masha kiblu l'mata. And how could you know what's happening in heaven? The only way you can know is Ruach HaKodesh. 2 more ways of proving it. How do we know it won't be Yavor and its memory will never pass away? The only way to know the future is Baruch HaKodesh. Pasuk says in the Megillah, Mishloach manot ish l're'ehu. From the pasuk you see, you have to send manot, 2 gifts, to at least to 1 man, to be Yotzehu. Matanos la'avyonim, both the plural, shtei matanos l'shnei b'nei adam. That's the halacha about giving tzedakah in Mishloach manos and Purim. There's some nice stories here about Mishloach manos in the Bavli on Daf Zayin and Days here. Important halacha for Purim. Name of Rava. You gotta get totally smashed on Purim. There's a story once, like Rava went to Rav Zera's house, or at least whatever, they ate together, and so Rava got really drunk, you gotta get really drunk, and he shachate l'Rav Zera. Fine, it was sad because he killed him basically. That's what shachate probably means. But afterwards, he definitely died and he came back. Anyways, so next Purim, I was like, let's go. Let's eat together Rav Zera for Purim. He's like, well, can't rely on these. The Sudas Purim that you have to eat got to be eaten in the day. As the pasuk says, you made mishta v'simcha. Clearly, you made day. It's a story that Rav Kana, I think, wanted to give the drasha, but no one showed up during Purim day. He didn't understand, like, where is everyone? And so he didn't understand, like, why can't they have eaten the Sudas Purim at night? So then they said this halacha, Sudas Purim got to be eaten during the day. So when he heard that, he's like, if you want to remember halacha, gotta review it, and he chazed it 40 times till he could put it in his pocket.